Hello students, I am Rajeshwar, your geography teacher. Today we will discuss chapter number 17 Agriculture part 3rd Cash crops. Cultivation of food crop is essential for our basic survival. However, we also grow commercial crop or cash crop which enhance our life. The cash crop provide raw material to agro-based industries. They provide money to the farmer not only to improve their living condition but also to improve their farming practice. There are many cash crops are there like sugarcane, oilseed, tea, coffee, cotton, jute, tobacco, rubber. First of all, we will discuss about the sugarcane. India is the second largest producer of sugarcane in the world after Brazil. Sugarcane is a member of grass family and is a tall tropical variety with a hard stick which grows to a height of 3.5 meter or more. Sugar is stored in stem. This plant probably originated in Eastern Asia. The crop is the main source of sugar, gur, and khanseri and holds a preeminent position as a cash crop in our country. Now we will discuss about the climatic condition which are needed for sugarcane. First of all, temperature. Sugarcane mature in 10 to 18 months depending on climate. Sugarcane grows best in the areas where temperature is 20 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius. Short, cool, dry winter season during ripening and harvesting is ideal, but frost is fatal for the sugarcane crop. Now the rainfall. Sugarcane grows well in tropical region with 100 centimeter to 100 centimeter of rainfall. However, irrigation is necessary in the areas where rainfall is low. The sucrose content decrease if heavy rains continue for long and a rainfall deficiency produce a fibrous crop. A slightly dry sunny weather is necessary during ripening stage of the cane. Next is soil. Sugarcane is grown well drained rich alluvials, heavy loams or lavas. It is largely grown on loam and clayey loam of the Great Plain and black soil, brown or reddish. Next, the sowing method. Sugarcane is a labor intensive crop. The crop is kept wet free and irrigated frequently if there are no timely rain. Most of the crop is planted just before the hot season, a little earlier in the southern and eastern part. There are two methods, especially or three. There are three methods. First is set method. In this method, new canes are usually planted by taking cutting from old plants. These cutting known as sets quickly become established and after a few days buds come out to form new stacks. 4 to 5 stacks grow from each cutting. The sugarcane takes anything from 8 months to a year to mature. Second method is rattoning. In this method, during the first harvest, the sugarcane is cut, leaving a little bit of the stack in the soil with roots. The stack soon puts out new shoots or ratoons. The second or any other successive crop obtained from the root of the leftover crop is called ratoon. Sugarcane is a perennial crop, and in theory, the same plant could continue to produce cane for many years. This is not done because the yield from each successive ratoon crop is lesser than the previous one. After two or three ratoons, the old roots are no longer economical and new sets must be planted. Advantage of rattoning. Crop need not to be planted again, it saves labor. Second, the ratoon mature early. Third, the method is cheaper as it does not involve any extra inputs. But some disadvantages are also there. The yield is of thinner cane which lowers sucrose content. And second, there is more risk of pests and disease. Third method of cultivation is by seeds. Sugarcane can be planted by seed, but this method has become obsolete. It is practiced only in some areas where yield is not high. Sugarcane is planted in furrow and covered with soil. There is enough distance between rows to facilitate hoeing, weeding, irrigating, and harvesting. In some part of the country, it is cultivated as a mixed crop. Next is harvesting. Sugarcane is harvested before the cane begins to flower. In northern India, it is harvested before the winter. To protect it from frost, the crop is cut by hand using a long curved knife known as sickle. The stakes are must be cut as near as possible to the ground because the greatest accumulation of sucrose is in the base of the stem. The cane harvest and crushing operation begin in October November and continue till April all over the country. Processing. The harvesting the cane is taken quickly to the mill for they must be processed within 48 hours of cutting. The cane is crushed between rulers and then boiled with lime. The sugarcane juice crystalline and form raw brown sugar. The process should not be confused. The refining which reprocess the raw sugar to make brown or white sugar of various grade. About two-thirds of sugar produced in the country is used by good and khandsiri industry and only about one-third of it is used to make sugar. But the cutted sugarcane should be reached to the mill within the 48 hours of cutting the sugarcane from the field to preserve the sugar content in the sugarcane. After that, it's are the chief supplier of sugarcane. The belt lying between Bihar and Punjab has the large sugarcane growing tract, especially the Satluj Ganga plain. This is because of the fertile alluvial soil which is renewed every year, and in this area sufficient high temperature and rainfall, the availability of high water level is also present there. In South India, on in South India there is higher per hectare yield and better quality of the crop owing to the favorable maritime climate, free from the effect of summer dew and winter frost, sufficient irrigation and new farming techniques. But in southern part of India, the sugar crop has to face stiff competition from other cash crops like cotton and groundnut. The winter rainfall along Tamil Nadu coast is not beneficial for the crop. On state level, Uttar Pradesh occupies first place both in respect of area and protection production. Sugarcane in the country followed by Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Tamil Nadu is the largest producer of sugarcane in South India. The share of the other states like Gujarat, Bihar, Haryana, Punjab, and West Bengal with Telangana is less than 10% of the total output of the crop. Despite the fact that India is the second largest producer of sugarcane, some problems are also there with the sugarcane cultivation. Like sugarcane is a soil existing crop and it decreases the fertility of the soil, so the farmer depend on fertilizers to increase the production. The farms are far away from the mill and a delay of more than 24 hours between harvesting and crushing reduce the sugar content. The cost of transport increase the cost of production. The crop is an annual crop and therefore farmers are unable to cultivate other crop. It requires high inputs of irrigation. The price is fixed by the government, which is most of the time not profitable to the farmer. But Government is playing important role to solve the problem. Like government established cooperative societies have been set up by the government to help the farmer. Rural credit banks provide loan to farmer at low interest for buying farming tools, high yielding variety seeds, fertilizer and pesticide. Better irrigation means are developed to provide regular water for irrigation to the sugarcane farms. Next is oil seed. All the principal oil seeds like groundnut, linseed, castor, sesame, soybean, cottonseed, sunflower, rapeseed, and mustard are grown in India. These oils are used for various purposes. They are used as industrial raw material in the manufacturing of paints, varnish, hydrogenated oil, soap, and lubricants. Vegetable oil produced from the seeds of groundnut, rapeseed, and mustard used as edible. They are commonly used as a cooking medium. Although linseed is also used for cooking in some of the areas in central India, it is categorized as a non-edible oil. Castor oil too is non-edible. Groundnut is the leading oil seed, followed by rapeseed and mustard. The residue left after the extraction of oil from the oil seed is used as a fodder for animal and also serve as a good manure in the fields. Groundnut is also known as peanut or a monkey nut. It is believed that groundnut was introduced in India from Brazil during the 16th century. It contained 42% oil, which extracted from the nuts found in the root of the plant. It is mainly used for the manufacturing of hydrogenated oil. It is also used for making the margarine, medical impulsion, and soap. Groundnut is used as a cooking medium. Its oil cake is used as cattle feed. The nuts are eaten raw, roasted, salted, and sweetened. There are two types of groundnut, the runner type and the bunch type. Now we will discuss about the climatic condition for groundnut. Temperature. Groundnut needed 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius temperature. Dry weather is needed during the time of ripening. Rainfall. Groundnut require light to moderate rainfall between 50 centimeter to 100 centimeter. Rainfall should be well distributed. Prolonged drought, continuous rain, stagnant water, and frost harm the crop adversely. In Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra, it is raised under irrigation. Soil. Sandy loams or well drained black soil are considered suitable for groundnut cultivation. Now, the method of cultivation. Sowing. The seeds are sown by broadcasting or drilling in June or July. When the plant matures, they flower after self-pollination. The flower stalk elongates, turn downward during the fruit where it matures. The mature fruit have wrinkled shell with one or four seeds per pod. The whole crop takes 4 to 5 months to be ready for harvest. Groundnut is a kharif crop. In most part of India, the crop is sown in June, July and harvested in November, December. But in Tamil Nadu, it is a summer crop sown in February, March and harvested in June, July. Harvesting. The entire plant, including the root, is removed from the soil. Groundnuts are dried and packed into sacks and to be sent to mills for commercial establishment. Distribution. India is the second largest producer of groundnut in the world after China. Groundnut is a tropical crop and is extensively grown in peninsular India. Telangana and Tamil Nadu together account for more than half of the groundnuts produced in India. Gujarat is the leading producer of groundnut in India. Other states Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Punjab is there. Next is mustard. This is also known as sarson, an important edible oil. It is used extensively in North India as a cooking medium. In Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, the oil cake is of mustard is an important cattle feed. The leaves of mustard are eaten as vegetable in Punjab and Uttar Pradesh. It is also used as a manure. Its oil content is about 25 to 43%. Mustard thrive only in cool climate, and that's why it is widely grown in Satluj Ganga plain, and a very small proportion is obtained from the states of peninsular India. It is grown mainly as pure rabi crop or mixed with wheat, gram and barley. Climatic condition for mustard: temperature should be 10 to 20 degrees Celsius. The crop require rainfall between 25 centimeter to 40. Soil: mustard can be grown on loams but slightly heavier are preferred. Method: mustard is grown with wheat, gram barley in row in the same climatic condition. It grows in a period of 4 to 5 months. It is harvested about 1 or 2 weeks before the main crop and collected in heap in the greenery. The seeds are separated by getting them tramped under the bullock's feet. Distribution: about 90% of the area and production is contributed by Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana. The rest comes from the Assam, Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha, Gujarat, and Jammu and Kashmir. Next is soybean. Soybean has a high protein content. The beans may be eaten as vegetable or made into soya sauce. Soya sauce. Soybean is used as a substitute for animal protein. It is consumed as soya milk and tofu, or which is known as cheese. Climatic condition: soybean is light colored oval bean raised as a kharif crop. It is shown in the month of June. Care is however taken that time lag between the showing time and the onset of heavy rainfall is about 2 weeks, since heavy rainfall adversely affect the germination of soybean seeds. Temperature: it needs temperature between 13 degrees Celsius to 24. Rainfall should be between 40 to 60 centimeter. The rainfall should be well distributed throughout the growing season. Soil: it is grown on friable loamy acidic soil. Method of cultivation: the crop needs 3 or 4 irrigation during the growing period before showing. Its seed are covered with good and ribosome. As at present, it is mainly as rain-fed crop. It is harvested in the middle of October. Distribution of the crop: the most important soybean producing states lies in Madhya Pradesh and the adjoining districts of Rajasthan and Maharashtra. Madhya Pradesh is the leading producer of soybean. Thank you.